Greetings and the best of salutations. That would be prayer, power, peace, patience, and prosperity. I just want to read from a book called Mental Constellation, the internal struggle and quest for social economic change. I'm going to read something from a chapter called Mental Movement and Conjunction Function. For many years, the vast majority of Negroes was isolated and marginalized. Is that still so today? From the outside world of accessibility to wealth. If so, one must deal with aesthetics. Maybe he or she will seek external therapy without internal clarity. These are not only geographical boundaries, but economic boundaries. Although the businessman by the name of S.B. Fuller did not see any racial barriers for black people, he said they just need to understand capitalism. Is that true? And see that there is business opportunity all around them. While little contact, then and now, circumstances will make it possible for people to migrate to new and larger centers due to the spread of what is called automobiles. There are many blacks who own automobiles to this day. We want to make a point. Then again, in comparison to now, well-paid celebrities can interact with well-established white businessmen. And you can go vice versa, such as Jay-Z or Mayweather will interact with Warren Buffett and Michael Jordan, interact with white business owners, as well as Oprah Winfrey. Yet collectively, blacks are affluently poor. For example, when blacks were able to receive the economic resources they need, they broadened their perspective of life, such as the time the Nicholas brothers, who traveled to Europe, James Baldwin and Paul Robeson, those then and now. What is the difference from then and now? Those who traveled abroad did so for the representation of black people and to bring awareness to the plight, the cause, and the condition of the forgotten Americans. By the way, former President Trump tried to get to a point where he saw himself as the representative of what people could call the forgotten Americans. The plight of black Americans. Plight is defined as a dangerous, difficult, or an unfortunate situation. It is said that 7 out of 10 blacks say that they have experienced incidents of discrimination, of police mistreatment in their lifetime. And clearly, nearly half of them felt that their lives were in danger. It says that most Democrats see racism in police violence as a big problem nationally, while it is said that most Republicans instead view violence by protesters as a big problem. Violence, racism, police, policy, danger, unfortunate situation. What is the problem? Someone says the problem is not the problem, but the attitude that you have about the problem. I've heard that racism is an attitude and discrimination is an act. But this then and now, when one's perspective becomes broadened, black people will go and not travel just to enjoy, but travel as a representation and to bring awareness of the plight of their own kind. Does racism, discrimination, violence, police, policy, politicians, are there still economic barriers? Or are there still racial barriers that prevent black Americans specifically to the resources that they need to climb the ladder of upward mobility? Or is it something that has passed us by? Meaning that it's almost like a forest, a facade, that racism and discrimination don't even exist no more. So what is the plight? If there is a plight, if there is an unfortunate situation or a dangerous, difficult situation when it comes to gun violence, racism, discrimination, and how can you affect policy that would help break racial barriers as well as economic barriers when it comes to having accessibility to the financial resources that will help African Americans to climb the ladder of mobility? And have enough been done? Or is it all on the African Americans, those who have achieved a higher form of financial stability, status in life? That they will reach back and help those. And some are helping. Maybe the hole is so deep, if I may use that language, or the barrier is so thick that you only could penetrate, but so far and so much. And not to mention, we have to deal with those who have felt that their lives were threatened. And they don't have to be threatened by police. They can be threatened by not having enough resources to even possibly pay a bill. Maybe have to distinguish between getting food and medication, and this goes beyond, race, class, gender, and religion. Just talking about the plight of all humanity. Yes. Until next time. Talk to you.